What's up, guys? Back here with another week, another idea, another thought for you guys. And again, I always want to hear what you think about this, but today I want to talk about something that may be a little bit scary or maybe something that you guys don't like to think about, and that's the concept of failing. So, I'm going to jump right out in front and tackle this idea. I'm not talking about setting out with the intention of failure. So, for example, there's a workout methodology where you constantly work to failure, and with every exercise that you do. I'm not necessarily a big fan of that. So that's not what I'm talking about. If you set out with failure as the ultimate goal, that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is having the understanding that along the way, when you're trying to reach any goals or go through any aspirations or any process, that failure is an inevitability. And I would argue that it's necessary for success. So I'm going to challenge you guys to think about that you need to fail to grow. Okay, so think about that. Think about the last time you had maybe a big goal and you went through the process and then maybe you didn't reach the desired outcome that you wanted to, and then you think you failed. So then you want to go back and you want to look at what worked and maybe what didn't work, what areas where you can correct, what areas can you be better, what areas can you grow. So that's the important part. When you go through this process and you ultimately realize that you have failed at something or you didn't necessarily achieve the outcome that you wanted to achieve, that doesn't mean that there wasn't anything good that happened. So take a look back at the steps and see where you might be able to course correct, and then take action to change those, because the next time you go towards that process, you'll be able to make those course corrections, you'll be able to make those adjustments, and then ultimately better guide yourself down your path to success. Okay, so I remember a quote from Thomas Plummer. I was at a fitness conference and he was always talking about, he said the quote that if you've never failed at anything, you haven't tried enough stuff. Okay, so just kind of promoting the idea that fear of failure should never stop you from doing anything, because and if you always are successful, or if you are always winning, you're never going to learn much. You're just going to always have that sensation of winning. You need to be able to push yourself. You need to be able to go outside your comfort zone, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, so to speak, and be able to, push through that process. And here's the most important, guys: look back and see what you may be able to correct, learn from it, correct it the next time you move forward. So just further solidifying the idea that eventually you need to fail to win. And after you keep going through these different bouts of quote unquote failure, you're going to be able to learn so many new things. You're going to be able to grow so much that ultimately you're going to be successful. Ultimately, you're going to win. So I firmly believe that along your path to success, you do need to fail in order to win. So last thought that I'm going to share with you guys is the concept of failure. So failure is not a label. So if you do fail something, failure is not something that labels you. You are not a failure. Failure is an action. Failure is an action that furthermore can lead to corrections, lead to growth, and lead to betterment the next time around. So the next time you fail to reach your goals, next time you fail to attain what you want the first time, don't label yourself as a failure. Failure is an action. Go back, see where you can correct yourself, keep moving forward. I know you guys have all seen that diagram of success where people think it's a straight arrow up, but instead it's a bunch of squibbly lines and going all over the place. And that's the natural path to success. So there's progress with failure, there's learning with more progress, and you keep growing, you keep growing, and keep growing. And then eventually all those failures will lead up to a big win. Okay, so guys, hopefully that was useful to you guys. Hopefully that was thought-provoking. Hopefully that was change-provoking as well. I always want to hear what you guys think in the comments. Please share. If you know somebody that might benefit from this idea, this thought process, share it with them. Look forward to having some conversations with you guys in the comments. Again, hopefully you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed giving it to you, and I enjoy coming back with you guys here each week. And I will catch you back next time. Fail to win, guys, and ultimately win big. Later.